What's going on, guys? My name is the Killer Kiwi, and just before this video starts, just another disclaimer, I'm not trying to hurt anybody. Some of the things I said may come off wrong. I've tried to do this commentary about 7 times now, and I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad. I'm not trying to cyberbully. I'm just saying that what I think, and if you feel like I've hurt you, please message me, and I'll be sure to clear it up, because I don't want to hurt anybody. So I'll talk to you guys later, and have a great day. What's going on, guys? My name is the Killer Kiwi, and today I've got some more commentary for you. Today I'm talking about suicide in the homosexual community. I've got a lot of comments on my last video saying how much people liked it and how much they want to hear more, so I thought I'd do a more serious subject and talk about something that it's very, very depressing in my view, and sickens me a lot that people think that they have to go to suicide to end the fact that they're being bullied, and I hope that no one here is thinking of suicide. But if you are, please stick around at the end of the video, because I'll be sure to give you some advice. So my first point is that if you're bullying someone who's a homosexual, stop, because you may feel like you're not hurting them. It's just a joke. They don't take it as a joke. Because I know people say, oh, I'm just kidding, dude, don't be such a pansy about it. No, I don't care if you're joking. It doesn't feel good no matter what you do. I don't care if you have problems at home, if your parents are always out of the house, or your brother harasses you. I don't care. Don't take it out on someone else because you feel like that's the only way out. Going back to saying I don't care that your parents aren't around enough, I do care, but if you're bullying someone, you're not helping anybody. You're making yourself feel better. But in the long run, you're going to realize you were an idiot about it. And, it's not fair to that other person that just because you're not happy, you have to make them unhappy. If you're unhappy, go and talk to someone. Talk to your parents. Say, I miss you guys. Why aren't you around more? Talk to your brother. Ask him to stop. He's your brother. He'll probably listen to you. Talk to a school counselor. Talk to somebody. But don't bully someone who doesn't deserve it. Now, getting back on track, because I know I got off to saying like a broad subject, suicide in the homosexual community. Bullying is a big problem for gays. It's a fact. In school, at work, anywhere, at home, in fact, people have been bullied at home by their brothers and sisters because they're gay. I wouldn't doubt that. But suicide shouldn't be the answer. It's a problem, and it shouldn't have to come to that. I'm trying to make sure I don't offend anybody. So if you're still listening to this, I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just trying to get my thoughts out. And if I happen to say something that's offensive, please let me know. And I'm not trying to hurt anybody here. But suicide isn't the answer. If you're depressed, if you don't feel like you have a place in this world, you do. Trust me, you do. Everybody does. Hell, for 2 years, I was depressed and I didn't even know about it. I was faking my happiness, and I eventually faked it so well that I convinced myself I was happy. And those 2 years were some of the worst of my life. My parents had just gotten divorced. I'd been rejected by girls I don't know how many times, and it just felt like I was never going to get it right. And then one day I finally just said, you know what? If I can't control something, why should I worry about it, If it's out of my hands, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to stay calm, because staying calm is the main thing you can do. If a bully is bullying you, go ahead and laugh about it. Use comedy. That's the best way you can get a bully to stop bullying you. If he's like, oh, you're a pansy, you're gay, it's like, yeah, I am gay. That's pretty funny. They will stop bullying you so fast. If you do that for 2 or 3 days, they're going to get bored. Because bullies, let me tell you, bullies don't like it when you laugh back at them. So use comedy. Say like someone's like, oh, you're a faggot. It's like, oh, I'm pretty gay. I'm pretty happy today, thanks. Because if you say gay, you could mean happy or you could mean gay. Because a lot of people don't know this, but gay means happy. And the dictionary says that gay means happy. They also say it means homosexual, but it's also happy. So like, oh, you're gay. It's like, oh, I'm pretty happy today, thanks, dude. And keep walking. Don't look back. Don't look down. Head up. Keep walking. They will leave you alone so quickly. But I'm getting off track again. I'm giving advice. I should stick on suicide. I don't know if you guys remember that case back 4 or 5 years ago where the 50-year-old woman was posing as a 19-year-old on the internet, and this 17-year-old girl was talking to this 19-year-old guy. No big deal. MySpace chat, all that stuff. And one night the girl liked the guy, because obviously it wasn't a guy, but the girl liked the guy who she thought was the guy. And one night, the woman who was posing as the guy messaged the girl on MySpace saying, "I hate you, you're ugly, never talk to me again, I don't ever want to see you again." And this hurt the girl so much that she committed suicide that night. She hung herself in her room. And I was sitting there watching the news when I was what? I was a lot younger than I am now. I'll tell you that much. But I was young, and I just thought to myself, I was like, really? Why would you do that? Why would you pose as a 19-year-old on the internet and cause a girl to commit suicide? How bad do you have to feel right now? And she got off not guilty with no charges. Maybe she spent a day or two in jail, no charges. No manslaughter, no murder, no third-degree murder. And I was sitting there, I was like, that's manslaughter. The unintentional killing of a person is manslaughter. And you unintentionally caused her to commit suicide. That's manslaughter. Now, someone argue like, oh, manslaughter's like you run into a lady who's crossing the street when you have a green light and she's jaywalking. No, manslaughter is the unintentional killing of a person. Whether that be through bullying, whether that be through hitting them with a car, shooting them accidentally, shooting in the air. There was a case a few years ago where the guy shot in the air, came back down and killed the guy. It doesn't matter if you thought it was going to kill him or not. It's manslaughter, and I still to this day think she should have gone to jail for that. And it's the same thing. It's if you're going to commit suicide, if you're bullying someone, you're going to cause them to commit suicide. You may kill somebody unintentionally, but you're still going to manage to kill them on the inside, and then they're just going to be like, well, why am I still here? Why should I even live in this world anymore? No one loves me. I get bullied at school every day, and, it's why? Why is it so important to some people that the bully to make themselves feel better and then unintentionally cause someone to die? It sickens me. It really does. Because I feel for those people. I feel for the families who have lost people. I feel for the families who have had their kids commit suicide because they're homosexuals and they've been bullied at school. I feel for those families. My thoughts go out to them every day. I may not think about it, but when I do think about it, it makes me just pissed. It makes me mad that I couldn't do something about it, and I'm trying to do stuff about it now. But if you're being bullied at school or at home or at work, and you feel like you need to commit suicide, please don't. As a personal me to you, please do not kill yourself. As a thing from a guy on the internet telling you to do. If you feel like you have no one to talk to, if you feel like your parents aren't listening, your brother isn't listening, your school counselor isn't listening, your boss isn't listening, if you have nowhere else to turn to me. If you don't feel like anyone else is going to listen to you, turn to me, because I will always listen to you. I don't judge. I don't care if you're from Wisconsin, if you're from Britain, if you're from Russia, if you're from anywhere. If you feel like you don't have anyone to talk to me, because I will be here, and I won't judge you, and I will try my best to come up with a solution. If you're being bullied on YouTube repeatedly by the same person or a bunch of people, and you want help, I will step in for that, because I can take it. And I'm not saying you're weak, but I know at the point you're at where you have to message me that you're in a pretty bad state and you don't want to have to do it anymore. I will step in and take that. I will step in and say, guys, chillax, step off, or something's going to happen. And I will make something happen. If I have to message Google 100 times a day to get something to happen, I will get something to happen, because cyberbullying is illegal. And I will make sure that you feel better and safer. So if you have nowhere else to turn, nowhere, or if you want to come to me as a first option because I'm on the internet, I understand that. I've talked to people on the internet. I have a few friends on the internet who I talk to that with things that I wouldn't talk to someone else in real life about, because you're anonymous on the internet. Now, I'm not saying my friends on the internet that I only talk to you because I have problems, but I can understand why you'd want to talk to me first, because I'm on the internet and I'm anonymous and you're anonymous. I get that. So if you want to turn to me first, go for it. I will be here listening. If you have nowhere else to turn and you're feeling like you should commit suicide, message me. Say, hey, Kiwi, I don't have anywhere else to turn. I'm seriously depressed. I need someone to talk to. I'm on the verge of committing suicide. I will talk to you, no matter what. I don't care what you've done. I will talk to you. And I will not judge you, and I will not tell you that you're wrong. I will be here. I can't stress that enough. Don't kill yourself. If you're homosexual, I don't care. If you're straight, bi, transsexual, straight, bi, homosexual, I don't care. Just talk to somebody. Somebody, please. And, you know, that's all I gotta say on the matter. If you're bullying someone, please stop. Because you're probably making them feel like the loneliest person on the face of this planet right now. And if you're being bullied and you don't have anyone else to turn to me. I'll be here. So that's all I got for this episode, guys, or this part. If you want more, be sure to message me. I'll be happy to do more. Give me a subject to talk about or something, but, you know, my inbox is always open. My comment section's never locked. So I'll talk to you guys later, guys, and see you guys later.